Tension between roommates erupts, ending in a deadly confrontation.
Walk down here. I'm sorry, Jeff. Come here. Come here. Come here.
He's upstairs. He's unconscious.
When police investigate what led to the fatal blows, the reason is almost hard to believe.
He was telling me that something about his Taco Bell. The other guy that's down in the living room with my partner, he said that guy started freaking out, going crazy, and he said he beat him up here.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Elizabeth Millner. Now, there's nothing like wrapping up a late night with some fast food, especially from Taco Bell. Now, in this case, police say that late night craving was actually the motive for murder. It's January 31st, 2024. We're in Roseville, Michigan. Officers are responding to a home on Waldorf Street. After two roommates got into it, one of them is still unconscious.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, good.
So what's going on?
I kind of freaked out because I thought somebody stole my Taco Bell, and ever since then, he's just been freaking the out, stomping around. I just witnessed him beat the living of a man that's like 15 years older than him. He's not responsive at all now.
Officers go upstairs. That's where they find 72-year-old Dale Mitchell bleeding from his head. Dale's roommates would later tell news station WJBK there was blood all over.
Where's that person at? Where's the person that hurt him? Police, you better announce yourself.
Okay.
Put your other hand out. Put your other hand out. Okay, come down here. Walk down here.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
He's upstairs. He's unconscious.
Okay. Stay with me, sir. Police, who's all upstairs? Hey, buddy, talk to me. Have RFD step it up. His blood coming from his head.
13 also have RFD step it up. His scales got blood pouring out of his head.
Copy.
Hey, sir. I have to see you, buddy. I have to see you. I think he's dead.
Check his pulse. Check his neck.
Yeah, I think he's dead. He urinated on himself.
We transport one male back to the station for DB Station 70. It's going to be
Sir.
Michael Lincoln Menard, opposite the cab. Let's put him in the cover position real quick. Check his pulse.
He's dead.
Oh.
I see a little breath coming from over my. Ooh.
Some virtue status check. Copy.
Hold this for me. Hold this for me. I don't think there's. Hold on, put it on his nose. Sir!
Do you want a pulse?
Hey, dispatch, could you also roll a supervisor? Possible homicide.
Copy. 7-1. Could you head that way?
Follow. You got a pulse or no?
No, I'm not feeling anything, buddy.
Officers are working to piece it all together. No way this brutal and fatal beating started over Taco Bell, right?
Did this happen a while ago?
We're not sure.
How long ago did this happen?
Yeah. What? You were told this guy called?
I'm not sure about this guy. I don't think he called.
What the?
He was face down that way.
He's warm.
Hey, one, why don't you grab her and come on down?
Yeah. I'm very bad.
Wise, who's on call just in case?
Yeah.
The last time somebody talked to him?
I'm not sure. Guy came to the door. He told us something about him. So he was complaining to another guy about his Taco Bell missing. Guy was going crazy. Then he said the guy was beating this guy up here. I came up here. He was face down with his hoodie pulled over his head. Rolled him over. Checked his pulse. I didn't feel anything.
Okay.
I didn't even get a chance to speak to anybody yet.
So the story is
The younger guy came to the door. He was telling me that something about his Taco Bell. The other guy that's down in the living room with my partner, he said that guy started freaking out, going crazy, and he said he beat him up here.
Okay.
That's all I have right now.
Alright. No idea on a time frame at all?
No. I didn't get it because he also said that this guy was unconscious up here, so I was like, let me go ahead and get out of my way so I can try to go up here and help this guy.
First responders did all they could. However, they confirmed Dale Mitchell's heart stopped beating and he died from his injuries. According to Macomb County prosecutors, Dale Mitchell lived in a group home with multiple roommates. According to Fox 2 Detroit, it was initially reported Dale allegedly stole his roommate Mark Newsome's food. However, Mark's attorney later said in court, Dale took food from another roommate while Mark was sleeping. Now, Mark was still at home when officers arrived. He even pointed out officers to where Dale was.
Put your other hand out. Put your other hand out. Okay, come down here. Walk down here.
I'm sorry, sir.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
He's upstairs. He's unconscious.
So how was Mark even a part of this? Well, according to Fox 2 Detroit, Mark was asleep when the Taco Bell was allegedly stolen. He only woke up because of all the commotion that he heard and decided to get involved.
The roommate and witness that I spoke to, he said his Taco Bell was missing, and he went and told the guy that we arrested, Mark Joseph Newsom, that his Taco Bell was missing. He said Mark he started going crazy and went upstairs and started beating up Dale.
So the guy you arrested was his roommate as well?
Yes.
And what's his name again?
His name is Mark Mary Adam Robert King. So the way it sounds from what Christian was telling me, and I have Christian's, my partner just sent me Christian's information, who's the witness. But from what Christian was telling me, he believes he was just taking his anger out on Dale, because no one accused him of anything, according to as far in regards to taking his Taco Bell, and I don't know, he just got upset and started beating him up.
Do you know if Dale had medical issues at all?
Christian said he had a stroke in the past, but I'm not sure on any other medical information. Also, just at this home, no one in here is related.
We didn't see the arrest on body cam video, but Mark Newsome was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. He was held in the Macomb County Jail after a judge denied him bond. The following year, Mark Newsome pleaded no contest to manslaughter, and the same year, he appears inside a Macomb County courtroom to learn his fate.
Is there any evidence suggesting how many times the defendant struck the victim?
Your Honor, in the preliminary exam transcript, the witness testified that he heard the defendant, he heard what he believed to have been skin slapping is what he heard. And he heard this going on for a little bit. When he went upstairs, he heard this continuing. He saw it continuing. He tried to get the defendant to stop. The defendant refused to stop and continued on after the witness went downstairs and called 911.
So many strikes is what you're arguing?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we concede there were many strikes, Sean, but we don't know the number, and we don't have anything that indicates those many strikes were occasion to increase the victim's fear and the victim's anxiety. So we think that
the court believes that this is probably a classic example of excessive brutality, and certainly designed to substantially increase the fear and anxiety a victim suffered during the offense. His fear level had to be off the charts as he was being beaten to death.
During Mark's sentencing, his lawyer argues Mark and Dale had a lot of tension leading up to the fatal altercation.
Mark Newsome is 55 years of age. He stands before you, a disabled and unemployed former construction worker. He suffers from a number of infirmities. He has a bad back as a result of a construction accident. He has digestive problems. He suffers from blood clots, hypertension, and he's had a number of heart attacks over the years. Last January, he was residing in a boarding house with 4 other men. One of those men was the deceased Dale Mitchell. By all accounts, and police officers interviewed the other residents, by all accounts, this Dale Mitchell considered himself to be top dog in this boarding house. He ran the roost. To coin a phrase, he considered himself first among equals, if you will permit me that. Mr. Mitchell controlled the TV remote. He controlled the kitchen privileges. He took what food pleased him, whether it was his or not, and the witness statements indicated he was both physically and verbally abusive to them while they were in the residence. On the day in question, Mr. Newsome spent the day in the hospital getting various treatments and drugs. He came home from the hospital and went to bed shortly after supper time. He was sound asleep around midnight when he was woken by another resident, a gentleman named Christian Lee, yelling, slamming doors, and basically making a ruckus. When Mr. Newsome woke up and cleared his head, he asked Mr. Lee, "What's wrong? Why are you making this ruckus?" And Mr. Lee blurted out, "Dale Mitchell stole my food." Now, we don't know why Christian Lee didn't deal with this on his own. We don't know why Christian Lee didn't himself confront the person that stole his food. All we know is that Mr. Lee enlisted aid from Mr. Newsome. He got Mr. Newsome involved, who was sound asleep when it happened. Mr. Newsome confronted Mr. Mitchell. Newsome says that Mr. Mitchell took a swing at him. Mr. Newsome ducked the punch, and it only grazed his ear on the left side of his head. Mr. Newsome then punched back, and the fist fight ensued. There were no weapons of any kind, least of all no baseball bats. It was just a fist fight. During that fist fight, Mr. Newsome gained the upper hand, and during the event, Dale Mitchell's heart stopped. The Macomb medical examiner performed an autopsy. She found that Mr. Mitchell suffered from a number of infirmities that Mr. Newsome did not and could not have known about.
Mark's attorney argues that some of those infirmities included an infection of the heart muscle, kidney disease, artery blockage, and cardiovascular disease. He argued Dale Mitchell died from unintended consequences. When it was Mark Newsome's time to speak, he says Dale backed him into a corner.
There's some discrepancies in a lot of this. It's been very difficult for me. I have a hard time understanding the court processes. I've never been in trouble before. This was a terrible thing. I worked in group homes. I resided in them and worked in them. And I helped people, and I was helping everybody there. I didn't hate Dale. I was trying to help him. I helped everybody there.
Trying to help him with your fist, sir?
No, Your Honor, not at all. Being a friend. I'd go to the store and buy him stuff. He wouldn't even ask, and I'd buy him things. Reminded him to take his medicine. Because that's what I did at the other group homes. I just basically helped people. Dale Mitchell had some underlying mental issues that were pretty consistent and bad, and what I've seen in other group homes was a lot like schizophrenia. It was a bad thing. He physically would go after everybody. I mean, I even have a statement to the police from Robert McQuaid of them beating on him. And Robert McQuaid stating that this would have never happened if the group home would have. Whenever anybody was a threat at these other group homes, they'd be immediately removed, especially if they physically attacked anybody. And over again, Dale was going after and hitting people. He hit me that night. Another thing that the court does not know is from the beginning, he said, "Graze my ear." No, he hit me in the ear, and that's what resulted me to swing on him, because it hurt really bad. And the hospital that night barely looked at my ear when I said something. But the jail had sent me to a specialist to an unrelated incident where my orbital, my eye got shattered by somebody that sucker punched me.
Mark says even though he and Dale didn't get along, he didn't mean for any of this to happen.
I'm 55. I don't have any criminal record. I didn't intentionally kill Dale. I had, next to my bed, I had what I call the Dale wall that I made because I did not trust him. That's another thing. I was backed into a corner. Everyone had a bedroom but me. I was upstairs, and I didn't have a room to where I could like close the door and get away from anybody. And Dale was ordered 2 days before by a police officer owns a group home. That was part of the reason why I wanted to be there. Dale went after me 2 days before and tried punching me in the face in the kitchen with the prosecutor's witness, Christian Lee, was standing right next to me. I didn't even call the group home owner. Christian Lee did, and told the group home owner that Dale went after me and tried punching me in the face. And the group home owner called me the following day and apologized to me and said, we're trying to get rid of Dale. Mr. Haddad stated the other health problems he had. I can't describe on how sorry I've been for this. I've never been to jail before, and I've had a lot of nights to sit and think about it and my relationship with God and how what this has done to my family. And the news made it look bad, like I killed somebody over food. This has been a really horrible experience for me, and I never intended for Dale to die. You know, a lot of this was mental illness, and it's a sad thing, and I've seen it a lot before in the other group homes. I've been attacked before, that's why I wear an eye patch. There was cameras there, so that's why that guy went to jail that did this. I could not let Dale just punch me in the face. I mean, I let him get away with swinging on me many times before. I was only there for 3 months. And you know, I was backed in a corner up there. There was nowhere for me to go. That's another thing I wanted to state is Christian Lee said I was on top of him, beating him. I wasn't. Dale had a hole in my hoodie. I do believe when I called 911, I was holding him down. He was still trying to kick and punch me. And I did not cause any damage to him. I was careful not to hurt him by holding him down. Dale was a lot bigger than me. He was 6'1" and 171 pounds. I was really sick at the time. I was 111 pounds. No sleep for a couple of days from being in the hospital. I mean, this thing has been such a whole mess, Your Honor. I'm so sorry.
Under Mark's plea agreement, he avoided a life sentence. Still, even the judge was shocked that a life was taken over a Taco Bell meal.
Talk about a crime that should have never happened. If there was a book of senseless crimes, this would truly be at the top of the list. To take a man's life over a Taco Bell meal that wasn't even the defendant's meal is beyond senseless and heinous. The court struggled long and hard with the sentence agreement negotiated between the prosecutor and the attorneys, and seriously considered not following that sentence agreement and exceeding the guidelines. But somewhat reluctantly, the court will follow the guidelines in spite of the savage beating and death caused by this defendant. It is the sense of the court that the defendant committed the Michigan Department of Corrections for a period of 5 years to a maximum of 50 years. I'll order you to receive the credit for 581 days.
Online records show Mark Newsome is serving his sentence at the Parnall Correctional Facility in Jackson, Michigan. Online records with the Michigan Department of Corrections show Mark Newsome's earliest release date is January of 2029. If he serves the full sentence, he'll be released in 2039 when he'll almost be 70 years old. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Inside the Crime. I'm Elizabeth Millner, and we'll see you back here tomorrow with another case.